read it, especially the New
It makes sense.
You like what you
And you like it.
There's a lot of it that you can like.
Yeah.
Like Proverbs, Psalms.
It's understandable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, the
Yes.
Sermon on the Mount. That's even if you don't like religion.
Yeah.
But you read the Quran, unless you're a Muslim, you read the Quran, I don't see how you can like it. Unless you're a Muslim and you've been indoctrinated. The hatred in the book is so intense.
And I've heard, is this, if you can let me know more about what I'm about to ask now, right? In one sense, in the early days of Islam, you know, they said if you leave the religion, they give you about a few days to come back.
Yeah, 3 days.
Is it 3 days to come back? And if you don't come back, they'll run after you and kill you, right? So now imagine them like people who have left Islam, which you know. But my question, my question is,
leave it in Iran.
now the question is, if that verse wasn't in the Quran, right? Do you think a lot of them would have left it in Islam? Because don't forget the verse: if you leave, we'll come and kill you. So doesn't they give them I can't leave, although their heart.
But in the Quran, it doesn't mention any details, though, does it? No, it doesn't mention the details.
Is it in the hadith?
Yeah, it's a hadith.
And if you read the tafsirs of the hadith, then it verifies.
Yeah.
I mean, the Quran says, there's verses that are confusing, then you read the tafsir.
But the thing is, though, they actually practice it. You know what I'm saying?
No, because Muhammad said that. So it's a saying.
You can't live in Pakistan, you can't live in Malaysia, you can't live in Iran, you can't live in Saudi Arabia, you can't live in Oman, United Arab Emirates, Dubai, Mauritania. You can't leave.
So we are telling the truth then. If you leave, they'll actually kill you.
And even the countries where you can leave, they ask you why you left. If you say something, they get your blasphemy. Because if you say something negative, that's another death sentence. That's another death sentence. So you're not allowed to leave, and you're not allowed to criticize.
So really, then, if you don't, if you can't question, they say you're not supposed to question the Quran as well. Yeah. So therefore, if people get upset about it, or I just want to get out of this, they're stuck. They can't leave Islam.
What they do is they pretend. They just pretend. They just go through the motions. I mean, they say they're fasting, but as soon as their friends are away, they go somewhere and eat and drink. They might turn up to the mosque once in a
So
while.
really, the actual population rate is not as great as what the statistics say. Then.
The whole thing. No, yeah, that's exactly right.
You know what I'm saying?
No one knows how many. If you're allowed to come and go, there'd probably be a couple of 100 million. Most of them would have gone. Yeah, most of them would have gone. Because, I mean, how do you stay in something where...
You can't even understand the book you're reading.
Where you're not allowed to leave.
Yeah. Where's the free will in that? Where's the freedom in that? You mean that is literally imprisonment, isn't it? You're imprisoned for your belief.
It's an absence of freedom, ain't it?
Yeah.
It causes you to live in fear, really.
Yeah. That's just.
Are you a Muslim?
Can you explain that? Like you know, like when they said it years back when if you leave your religion, you're allowed a certain amount of time to come back.
Apostasy.
To be honest, it's news to me. I am Muslim, but I don't really know the ins and outs of it.
Are you allowed to leave the religion?
I mean, personally, obviously, I would.
No, we're talking about the religion itself.
Are the Muslims allowed in general to leave Islam? Or you have to think about it?
No.
I mean, personally, if I tell you my answer, it's going to be like culturally or what I think, yeah. But I think if you leave here, like, you're going to become like the black sheep and all that kind of stuff. They're going to like make you an outcast, and there's a lot of shame around. Kind of like in the Catholic religion, like we have that shame and stuff.
No, but according to Islamic law, there's a death sentence.
Sharia law.
Yeah, according to Sharia, there's a death sentence for leaving.
I mean, I think that's a bit harsh, but
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
It is a bit hard.
You're honest.
And as long as you
of course I'm going to be honest, man.
but I mean, would you like it if you saw someone being killed for leaving the religion?
No, hell no. No, of course not, man.
Do you think then that particular sentence or verse or whatever you want to put it, do you think that should be taken out or shouldn't it have been in the Quran?
No, it's in the hadith.
In the hadith.
You know what, again, it's one of them ones where like, if it's in there, then I can't really like go against the religion. You know what I mean? But
And would that be
personally, obviously, I wouldn't want people to die for like leaving. Obviously.
Okay. And how about blasphemy? If someone says anything bad about the religion?
Again, see that is true. Like you're not allowed to. And I know in a lot of Muslim countries, they censor people for like for saying speaking out. But obviously, because I was born and brought up here, so I'm obviously gonna have.
No, you're honest. I mean, with this.
But if I was born in Pakistan, then I'll probably say.
Then you have your sword ready.
Absolutely.
You have your knife ready.
Absolutely. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
The Pakistanis, they don't play.
They don't play, man.
They don't play over there.
Most of them are Muslims, and
No, we're just sort of like just being down to other human beings, you know. So I say free will,
I've always said
freedom of speech and whatever. And if you can't express yourself, right, you know, in an honest way, and your feelings and your where you want to go in life. Oh, I don't fancy this religion no more. I want to do this or whatever. Let God, at the end of the day, judge that.
Yeah, exactly.
Why has man got to sort of like put that judgment upon himself? He's acting in the place of God, then, isn't he?
yeah.
Isn't he?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean,
So
that's humanity. Everyone would. You
yeah,
don't have to be religious.
leave it to God. Let Him. We can read the scriptures, and then at the end of the day, you know, we can evaluate and sort of like get advice and whatever. But that's all. But you don't say, I'm gonna.
I mean, the way they explain it is that they say that it's treason.
It's treason.
Somehow.
No, but when they say that, they're saying that, because remember the way Ali Dawah says it, he says that it's only if you say something against Islam afterwards.
In other words, if they ask your opinion. In other words, if you leave and then they ask you, why did you leave? Did you tell them why?
No, it's true what you're saying. Is it? Yeah, go on.
No, because what Ali, he says it's just if they, because remember the surah, is it something 50, you know the one about if you kill all of mankind?
532.
Yeah, that's right. Because 33 says if they make mischief in the land, you should
warn Allah.
Yeah, you cut off
hands and feet from the side.
Or you can crucify them. So that's what Ali's using, and I think other Muslims use that to say that if you leave and then create mischief, that's when they kill you.
But does the text actually say that?
The hadith doesn't actually say that. But even
what
if that is true, what that means is that once you tell them why you've left, they'll kill you. You leave and then they say,
you're saying against
excuse me, mate.
Why
did you leave?
Because I didn't like this about Islam. It's a natural thing that people would say, you know. Therefore, the fact that you're saying something against, therefore you're liable to be.
Well, no, but you see, remember, some people just have doubts and they're not necessarily against it.
Oh yeah.
So in that case, if you just say you don't believe, you're not saying anything against Islam, are you? Saying you don't believe.
But why don't you believe?
Yeah, but they might say, I'm not sure.
Not sure about what?
Just not sure about Islam, isn't it?
Which part?
Because obviously I'm brought up in a Muslim culture. Again, it might be my personal experience with it, but you can't even talk like that. You can't, like, if you have doubts, like, you can't really. You can obviously, you can do whatever you want, but like, from my family or my experience, like, to have doubts means somehow you're weak or something, you're weak in your faith, and that's not seen as a good thing.
That's a lot of pressure, man.
Trust me, it is a lot of pressure. I don't like that, man. But again, that might just be my sort of life experience of it. It might be different for you.
Because the thing is, you have to actually agree with things that you might not even like.
Yeah,
like the cutting the hands of thieves, for example.
But okay, personally, I'm a Muslim, so I'm kind of like telling you what I think. Like, that wouldn't affect me, or that wouldn't be my beef with it, because I live here. Like, I'm not worried about that. But like other things that maybe I think I don't agree with.
Give us an example.
Yeah, of course I would. Like, personally, because I was born here, like, I don't think it's wrong to like have a girlfriend or whatever. Okay. But obviously, you can't have sex before marriage and stuff.
Legal sex. Yeah. Public whipping, 100 lashes. Yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their own take on it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really hurting you if
I don't think it is.
if she. I mean, you can argue that it's sinful. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But it's hard to argue that there should be a death penalty.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
there should be a death penalty. I mean, you can argue that it's wrong.
It's going a bit too extreme.
But a death penalty could be wrong.
That's probably what it is, but it's a bit too extreme.
Someone I remember gave an example. I think it was Bob. He gave an example of that same what we're talking about. If two people were in a room, and then one person had a gun, say, if you leave this room,
That's apostasy.
I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no
That's what
compulsion.
it's like, yeah.
Yeah, because that's the
So
because
therefore,
no compulsion.
the door's there, but if you get,
Yeah.
I'm going to kill you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So therefore, he's got a gun in his head,
Yeah.
you know? So therefore, can he leave? No, because he's going to
No, he can leave, but he's gonna die.
So that is just an example.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
explaining
that's
no
a good example.
of what
He's
sort of
explaining-
like is them going on.
He's
You know what I'm
explaining
saying?
no compulsion
So why
religion.
does he have? The question is though, why does he have to have a gun? You can answer me. Why does he have to have a gun? We're two human beings.
But here's the interesting
Why
part.
do you have to have the gun?
I think I know the answer.
No, but what I say is, if Allah was real, then you shouldn't need the gun, should he?
Yeah.
So
No, but
maybe,
I-
maybe it's something else.
But I think I know the answer. The answer is that these people thought that if you leave, you were going to go to hell, and you're going to drag other people into hell. So that's why it's so hard. Because they actually believe that if you leave Islam, you're going to end up in hell. So if we allow people to leave, they might let other people go to hell. That's what I think. That's only my opinion.
That's logical, and that's one way of looking at it.
But if they're going to hell,
And
they're
the,
going to hell.
and the other way is, and the other way is that it's all like, listen, we need to grow our faith.
Yeah.
We need to grow our faith, and we need to.
keep
But
people in.
that's the thing about it, because that's how it works with when you're a Christian, is that in order to stop the people who leave from dragging other people, you go and reinforce them, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't kill the person who's
No, we don't.
left.
We didn't speak to him. You know?
Yeah.
But you got to remember, Islam is a political system as well. So
And you're honest though.
no.
There's not a lot of Muslims who say this.
I don't think it's nothing wrong
And
with
you're
saying
being
that.
too honest.
Oh, okay. But what I'm trying to say is that so he has to have a gun to enforce the rule of law. That could be no reason why he has a gun.
But it's still the case that he's causing people to stay because he's got a gun.
But the narrative is.
This political system,
Yeah.
they have to enforce it. How else could they enforce it?
But then again, by enforcing someone against their will,
Yeah, that's not right.
now you see how deep we're going. We enforce someone against their will.
Yeah.
Is that right?
No, of course not. You should never do
Exactly.
that.
So that's what I'm saying. Why does he have to have the gun?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you shouldn't really.
So let God be the one to let him have the gun. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm
bullets.
saying? And the bullets.
All around, go to God.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah. I mean that you know what? That's the only religion I know that has the gun. Or do you know any other religion that has a gun? Well, perhaps there is. I don't know, but
Yeah, true.
but-
In America,
well,
there might be some like.
yeah, perhaps there is some other. Like is it Mormons and all that?
Mormons,
Do they have it?
No.
The Mormons? No.
Islam is the strictest, and I'll be biased though, it's my religion.
What about Hindus? They don't have
No, they don't mix it. Hindu, Buddhism.
Buddhism.
That's more like philosophy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you could be anything in Hinduism.
Well, again, you're going to say I'm being too honest, but you can't forget Muhammad was a warrior. He was, there was no verse.
No, you're right. No, you're in line with us.
You're right.
In the
You're
sense,
right.
you know.
You're right. He wasn't.
And you know what?
I
And
probably sound like a bad Muslim, but
no, listen, you're being.
No, you sound like an honest Muslim.
Listen,
You feel like an honest
yeah,
Muslim.
you have to.
you've got to speak the truth.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've got to speak the truth.
I think 'cause I can reconcile it in my brain, I'm okay to talk about it.
But the thing is, though, if we say this to your
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Yeah,
I can
gotta
say
be
it to you
careful.
guys, like,
you
you
would
guys.
exactly.
be
You know what I'm
careful.
saying?
That's why I like coming here, 'cause
Yeah.
I can be myself, I can talk about it.
Yeah.
Because we're actually here to sort of like say, listen, Muslims, we love you as Muslims, you know, but it's your ideology, what's leading you, it's leading you down the wrong path.
Okay.
You know, that's what we're saying. You're on the wrong train.
Okay.
Yeah, you're on the wrong
You
train.
can change the platform and get it right.
You know, so we're saying to you that is a fact. You know, the road is too wide for you to have all these different choices and maneuver and do the Ali shuffle and dodging questions and dodging. Keep it on a narrow path. Therefore, Christ is ahead. Yeah. That's all we can do is talk about it. You know, God's the only one to judge.
Can't fight and can't get to anywhere.
It's a challenge of ideas, isn't it? It's a challenge of ideas. Ideas.
Yeah.
See what is true and what is not true.
It's amazing. God is good. And the world that we're living in now, as you know, it's getting worse and worse. You know, look at America now. It's falling apart day by day.
Yeah, but remember, No, I was just going to say, the rich people don't mind because they got their big houses with the gates on the outside, and they got their mercenaries as well, so they don't have to worry about if you...
Yeah. They got a gated communities.
Yeah.
In America, they got the police.
Actually, I've seen them over here as well. Have you seen? Sometimes you drive past somewhere, and you see that the gate, the big gate as well, that tall. And when you look through, you see all the houses behind it with their cars.
In Hampstead and all them places.
No, there's some down south I saw as well, like in one. I think I saw some in one.
Yeah.
Every area's got that rich part.
Yeah. The rich protect
They
the
want to
money.
keep themselves to themselves.
They protect their money against the rest of us. Can I ask you a question? What do you think of the Taliban?
Apparently this new version 2.0 is meant to be reformed, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't know, I think it's their country, obviously, let them do what they want to do. Hopefully they won't kill people for no reason, for being gay or atheist or whatever. But I don't know, I don't really follow the news to be honest.
Okay, alright, fair enough.
Who really knows though, man? Because a lot of people saying how America funded them and all that stuff.
Well, they did. They're using their weapons anyway because they left all the weapons behind.
We'll have to see, ain't it? But the fact that people are trying to rush to get out.
Even Taliban people, they don't want to live under that.
Think so? I don't know the Taliban probably.
No, I mean
but everybody else.
Afghani people.
And then you got the Islamic State coming to say that the Taliban are not.
And they want to bring that back.
The Taliban are not extreme, are not pure enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then who's going to come after the Islamic State?
You see, the thing as well, what it is find that, like Taliban, they're within the mountain area region, and they've come in now. They occupy the city now.
Yeah.
Now the question is, who was governing the cities? The Americans and the Europeans and whatever, and mingle with the Afghan armies as well.
The Americans are safe behind Bagram.
Like all the IT and all the other, stuff that runs the government. So can they? Now, a lot of them have gone. Americans and Europeans. Some of the actual Afghans themselves, who were allegiance with the West, a lot of them has gone as well. So therefore, there's a limited amount of Afghans who have been taught by the West.
But did you watch? I don't know if you watched.
China and all that are going to end up helping or whatever.
But did you watch the video that recent one Jay Smith did, where they're talking about what happened? That the Taliban, because there are a load of people working in the army, who've got family living outside. Now, when the Taliban came in, they just gave them the arms because those people who gave them the arms have got family where the Taliban are. And so a lot of the soldiers just basically, once the Taliban came, they didn't fight. There's only one little place they said there was actually a fighting, but the majority of where they came in, there was no fighting.
Especially once you see your leader leave. But once Ashraf Ghani just gets on that plane with his money and go to United Arab Emirates, live in a palace, if he ain't fighting, why should I fight? You know what I mean?
Well, you don't really get paid though, that's the thing. Once he's gone, your pay is gone with him.
And he ain't risk. And then he's got the nerve. He's got the nerve to say
if you haven't got a leader, if you haven't got a leader's gone. What else are you going to do?
And he's got the nerve to say he's going to come back.
You either run away or try and fight them by yourself.
And I heard that they weren't being paid and they weren't being, and they weren't given enough ammunition.
And the question as well, the food and that.
Yeah, they weren't given enough food
of the country being supplied, like within cities. Who was supplying that?
But that's the problem. Most you're going to get in the mountainous areas, mountain goats. Eating a bit of grass, so you do need some sort of.
So in the city like Kabul and that, who was supplying them with the food?
The Americans came from outside.
Right. So therefore, now the outside intervention is died down.
They're
going to have problems.
The Russian embassy state.
Yeah, the Russians, but I mean, they're going to get...
Yeah, so it's the Russians who are going to have to...
the Russians, exactly.
NGOs, most probably. NGOs.
So a lot of them, we're talking about,
humanitarian
so really, there's going to be...
I don't really follow the news, to me, it's all... you don't really know what's going on in it.
We shall see. But, I mean...
I think that there's going to be a lot of humanitarian problems until it gets better.
Well, do you think that's essentially a problem? I think, isn't it? If a religion comes in a political system,
they're in the northern hemisphere.
you get the problem of people wanting to take over.
So what we're going to have is that. China's, you know, they're having meetings with China as well. China and Russia. So what separation? Obviously, we don't know what they're discussing, how they're going to help or whatever.
Yeah, but it's going to have to be mainly Russia because they're actually on the border. So Russia can send stuff straight over the border without having to fly it across.
The next world is
China could give Russia as well, so they can give.
No, they don't give stuff to Russia.
As a way to better yourself as a human being.
No, why not?
What we're saying, like, don't pop people's heads off.
They're buddies, isn't it?
Because if you have a religion as a political system, you can't be pure enough. And so you get more and more.
So it's amazing. So there are going to be a lot. I think a lot of humanitarian problems first.
Every problem known to man is going to fall over there.
Better.
I mean, those people deserve better. The Afghans. I mean, when's the suffering going to stop? They deserve better.
I see them hanging over a airplane, and then suddenly
exactly.
I don't believe that. Do you guys actually?
No? I saw a man fall off.
This is why I don't watch the news though, because like obviously on the TV, why are they showing us that of everything they could have shown us?
It's desperation, isn't it? It's desperation.
Sort of crowds.
I mean, these people don't want to live under this version of Islam. Yeah. Because these people are Puritans. And the Puritans, they take everything as is. This is what the book says. This is what we're going to do.
So I was going to say, so that 533, they're going to be doing that.
It's another 533. That sounds
You know, one thing that I wanted to ask. You know, when the British Empire was dividing India, they divided Pakistan and Bangladesh.
He's what's he?
So where Afghanistan is the border of Pakistan. So therefore, if it's a border of Pakistan, when the British they divided Pakistan, did they cut? Was all of that Pakistan? A little bit of it, or did they cut bits of?
They never touched Afghanistan. No one wants to go into Afghanistan.
No, I'm talking about the borders. Did they cut the southern border a little bit of it?
I don't know.
As well.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm asking. I don't know. They might have taken a bit of Afghanistan.
I don't know if they did.
I mean that's what I was thinking as well.
Mountains, ain't it? The Hindu Kush.
It depends where the mountain, because they wouldn't have gone over the mountains because that's too hard. So usually probably they just stopped to where the bottom of whatever mountains were there. That's usually what you do.
No one wants to go into Afghanistan.
The Russians tried, and
that's
they
a
got
horrible place to fight.
Because they actually, you know, that is the most mountainous country on earth.
It's too hard to fight there.
So many mountains.
So there's so many places where you can hide. So many places you can escape.
And that's why no one wants to go and fight them. They're all running the caves.
And the thing is, if you think about it, you know what's worse about it? If you're trying to attack someone in a cave, they throw grenades down on you, you got to try and throw them up. So if you throw a grenade up and it misses, it comes back to you. So you're going to get more grenades coming towards you than they're going to get coming towards them. So pretty much, you go in some valley and they're in caves, you're done basically.
It's amazing, man.
And so,
do you think they're true Muslims though, the Taliban?
Again, like, obviously, we're talking about not being a judge or whatever, I can't judge anyone, but again, if I give my personal opinion, I do believe that, if you kill people, then that kind of takes you out of whatever it is.
Does it really?
Depends why you're killing them. I must admit, it depends why you're killing them, because if it's a holy war, then it probably is most likely justified, but I mean, I don't think they're doing a holy war right now. I think they're just trying to get power. So, but are they Muslim? I don't know, man. I mean, if you ask them, they'll say, I'm Muslim. Obviously. Well, I think they're Muslim. Well,
I mean, they're not your type of Muslim. They're not your type.
Yeah, they're not my type. Obviously, they are Muslim.
Their interpretation is not yours.
Definitely.
100%.
You know the actual makeup. You know the makeup of the Afghans now. We're talking about the people themselves now, right? Now, years back, that was part of India and all that area, that surrounding area, right? I'm not saying I don't know exactly all, but some of it was or whatever. Yeah. Now, you remember when the Greek Alexander
Yeah,
Alexander the Great. He went over as far as that, and he conquered a lot of that. So the point I'm trying to get to, and even the Muslims, they came over as well from Turkey and whatever, and is it Turkey and Iran as well?
Turkey,
they came over. So what I'm trying to get at, and also I'm talking about the mixture of people. A lot of people settled there as well. A lot of them didn't go back. So there's a mixture of a lot of different countries over the years.
That's what.
Yeah, and also a lot comes from India as well.
Yeah, our language is a mixture of Indian, Persian, Turkish.
Exactly my point. I'm trying to make
a
that.
melting pot.
So where are you from then?
I've got some Afghan blood in me.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, so I am that.
So I'm on the right track then.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Exactly. Okay. I've got like Indian in me, Turkish.
Right, okay, right.
Turkish, definitely Afghan.
Yeah.
Persian. My surname is Persian.
Right, you see, so the history says that, you know, there's
they've been intermingling, fighting, having sex, all kinds of things together.
And when the dominant of Islam came over, so a lot of those practices as well were brought into, not saying literally into Islam, but they still hold on to a lot, cultural stuff.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And that's one thing with the Afghan, right? They're very, when it comes to vengeance, right? They're very, very. If you do something, they'll never forget it until the time of the Lord come back.
Don't worry about the Taliban.
They won't forget it.
Yeah. And the thing is, I hate to say it, but the Afghans are always fighting. If they're not fighting outsiders, they're fighting each other because there's such a mixture of groups. You know, you've got the Pashtuns, Uzbeks, the Tajiks, the Hazaras.
Well, that's because of all the different years of different people coming in.
I mean, they've been fighting each other for a long time, haven't they?
It's true. You hardly see them sort of say that we're one nation. They always have their own.
Yeah.
They do. Some of them are quite open-minded, but a lot of them are like proud of where they're from.
Yeah,
I think.
They're a particular ethnic group. But the younger groups.
But that's why Islam's good though, because Islam kind of should unite everyone. They should say, look, he's my Muslim brother.
Yeah, that is true. It does have that element of the Ummah, innit? The
Ummah, yeah, exactly that.
But then the Shia, the Sunnis, are they the same?
Oh, that's another wormhole, isn't it? That's another one.
Yeah, exactly. But they should be, really. I mean,
just get along, man.
That's what
it's not easy.
It's not easy, man. It's about, innit? Why can't we just get along?
Well, we live in a fallen world, isn't it? Everything's fallen, and there is a saviour. Oh yes.
And the West is moving away from religion more and more.
The West is I don't know what's happening there. You know, honestly. China's starting to exert its power now around the world. Yeah,
they've been doing that, man.
Well, more and more. More and more now.
What do you think about like this sort of, because atheism is coming through now, and people are like, no one believes in nothing anymore. At least when you had religion, you had like, you knew when you went too far. And now it's like gender pronouns, you know. She, he, her.
But then again, atheism, it is a religion as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, you know
people say science, everything.
Everything is just.
We all have an inbuilt, innate propensity for religion. That's why you should believe in God, because if you don't believe in a divine, then you're still gonna have those urges, but it's gonna be towards atheism or science. And I think something you said, it's like it's never gonna be pure enough. Whereas God is obviously, if you believe in God, you're on the right track. But like, you know, with communism and where like they had like one guy and he was like the dictator, his power corrupts. So obviously, yeah, I mean, I think we need to have religion.
He's Muslim. Why does he Muslim so?
He's got a unique version of Christianity. He's got his own version of Christianity.
Alright.
He's a Muslim, isn't he?
No, he's Christian.
See, Islam is taking over.
He's not a Muslim. Why is he?
That's what you just said.
All this stuff was doing.
MashaAllah, brother.
Yeah, because he took all his shoes, didn't he?
Ideology.
That's how they.
No, he's a Muslim.
His own version, ain't he? He's got his own version of Christianity.
I told you he was a Muslim.
Secret Muslim, ain't he?
He's a secret Muslim. In public as well, you know. Don't say go in your secret place. Go in your secret.
Because with Christian, you're not supposed to do it in public, but Muslims do. So he's being more
You're
like
not supposed to pray in public. Okay.
So he's being more like a Muslim.
Yeah. Halfway there.
See all these different doctrines that's coming into the world now. As the Bible says, they're all going to be coming in, left, right and centre.
Actually, I was looking at the map. How come you don't mention Iran when it comes to Afghanistan? It's right next door.
Yeah.
So I thought Iran would be all over the... Because obviously they're going to have refugees there or something.
Yeah, but guess what? Iran has refused them coming in.
Right.
That's bad. That's
Yeah,
really bad.
they refused them coming in.
That's really bad.
Like that.
They're like neighbours.
Yeah, they're literally neighbours.
That's bad.
Yeah,
And-
but it's a big border, you know? You're telling me they got soldiers over the whole of that border?
Yeah, but
Well, I'm talking the bit areas that they are coming
once
in.
you're going illegally,
Yeah.
I mean, they should be helping asylum
Yeah,
seekers.
they are refusing them coming in.
Yeah.
Now that is
but-
against.
It could be a Shia Sunni thing though, don't forget, because I know Iran is
Yeah, right,
Yeah, right.
they don't want to bring in all the Sunnis.
But it could help the Hazaras anyway. The Hazaras.
The thing is, though, they're all, you know.
They should just
but-
help people anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, is it for us Shias? Is it wrong for them to give zakat to help Sunnis?
You don't know more than me, to be honest.
You've been in the West for too long.
Yeah. Well, I was born here, I can't really help.
No,
At least you're honest. You're honest. You know, I mean, I appreciate when someone just say, I don't know, or I'm not sure.
Yeah, if I haven't got an opinion or something, I'm just going to say I haven't got an opinion on it, because I don't know.
You're one step of becoming a
It
Christian.
must be legal. It must be. I don't even know.
Yeah, I said to him, he's one step becoming a Christian.
Well, I mean, I live in a Christian country, right? So obviously,
Wow,
it's gonna be in me without me even realizing, you know. That's what culture does.
But still, you've got your own mind as well.
Yeah.
And that's what Christians allow you to do. Use your own mind and your will, etc. You know? We don't give no restrictions.
That's good, man. That's how it should be.
No restrictions. But you're still going to be accounted at the end of the day.
I'm still gonna go to hellfire.
No, you should going to be accounted for your decision. That's all.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Got to make the right decision, man.
Yeah, it's a strange world.
No, you just mentioned innocent kids, so you know what he's talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yes. As soon as you hear those
You've
words.
got to talk about religion. Almost all. I mean, the first
I
time I
love
came.
coming here, because where else can you do it? Like,
Yeah. But the first time I came here, I didn't know what to expect. I just came here because I saw Gary on the thingy and it made me laugh. So I just came to speak his corner to see what was happening.
Oh, I mean, the Israelite Gary.
You know, on the iPad.
Yeah, that's it.
That lawyer, he's a lawyer, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a smart guy. Yeah, I mean, I saw him and I just took the part, and I didn't know what to expect. I thought it was going to be communism, Marxism, and I was surprised it was religion. And so when we started to talk about Islam, I never knew anything about it, and so I had to go home and read to understand what you were talking about.
I think it's too much now about religion. I think they should be more about communism.
It's heavy.
Well, they're always down here.
Yeah.
So if you want the political guys, they seem to stand down there.
Yes, but it's hard to dictate and manage what goes on, you know what I'm saying? Because you have to go with the flow, really. You know?
And I think everybody's got an opinion on religion. So it's easy to talk about. It's not easy to talk about politics. People get bored of politics. Yeah. And religion is fascinating.
Yeah. But actually, it was a question that I think it was asked on one of the programs I was watching. I think it might be in Al Fadi one. And he said, why do so many Muslims come to Western countries? Why don't they stay in the Islamic countries? Because it'd be more Islamic, wouldn't it?
You know what? That is true. But like, I know what he was saying, because you'd think if the Western world is like your enemy, why would you come, begging the Western? But at the same time, you've got to be realistic though, isn't it? You get more money here. It's economic factors. They don't really come to like. But it is ironic or whatever, yeah.
An interesting thing as well is that you come from a Muslim country, and a lot of them, they didn't like the rules there, and then they come here to do dawah to make this into the same.
I mean, yeah, it is ironic. I guess it's about, was it Maslow's hierarchy of needs, that you got to have your food, shelter, water first, and then religion stuff comes after.
Have you noticed Saudi Arabia is changing?
Yes, it is, of course.
You know the shift?
Because the oil ain't lasting forever.
It's starting to change.
People are
Even their
people are
own,
moving towards
one of their
different
princes.
energy.
Is it princes? He's saying something about the hadiths. He needs to.
It's Mohammed bin Salman.
Yeah, and
What do you say about the hadiths?
Only 10% was on it.
And he's only following some of the hadiths now.
And he said he's gonna chuck.
They were too strict to begin with. Because they had to relax some of the, like not allowing women to drive. That's a crime against humanity. Because having a car is basically the ultimate expression of freedom. Like you can go wherever you want.
Yeah.
So that I'm sure that's.
But not only that, the women can't even leave the country without another
Well, that's
man.
why they didn't let them drive, though.
Yeah.
That's the truth. The reason
Without a male companion, they can't leave the country.
Yeah, and without permission from guardian. No, but that's part of the reason. Part of the reason why not letting them drive is to not let them leave. Because they might drive out of the country.
drive around.
They might drive across the border.
Yeah, it's true, isn't it? Yeah,
You know what I mean?
There's a point
Stay where
there.
you are, man.
How do you think of that?
Yeah. You can't go on a plane without without a male's permission.
Amazing.
Yeah. Because they know they're going to leave.
But you're right, though. It is against
Money, yeah, human rights.
human.
Absolutely.
It is, you know. And the fact that they're slowly changing in the sense of. But the thing is, though, they need the West to advance. Now they're thinking of building this massive city now in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Where's all the technology going to come from? Where's all the engineers, all the scientists?
Where's all the tourists going to come from?
Everything's going to come from. It's gonna come
Now,
from
where's
the
all the
West.
tourists going to come
To
from?
build it for them,
Yeah.
it's just like the oil that they had years back. It took America to extract it for them.
Yeah. And refine it. And refine it.
And refine it and do all that, right? And now
because they
they're
can't
rich
refine their
now,
own oil.
and now they're. But he said that, listen, take the oil out for us and whatever. I know his name, that prince at the time,
Mohammed
that
bin
king.
You mean now or before?
No, years back when America
It don't matter.
dug and took the oil out for him. Yeah, he said, but don't touch our religion. That's what he said.
Was it King Saud?
Yeah, so I can't remember his name. Can you remember his name?
I think is it King? Yeah, it's got to be one of them ones.
Something Saud.
So what I'm saying, that still goes on. They need the West to actually.
Yeah, I mean, they need the expertise. I mean, they get the expertise from the West, and they get the work from mostly South Asians.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We don't really like them anyway because they're racist towards us anyway.
I've heard that as well. That when like the like Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, when they come over to Hajj and all that, right? The Saudis don't like them because they bring a different parts of Islam over, and they don't like it at all.
Well, apparently it's worse with Africans. They were saying about leaving them in the sun one year.
Really?
Yeah, it was. I think it was last year it happened.
Yeah.
No, but all the hard jobs are done by the immigrants, like the South Asians or the Africans who come in. I mean, they do all the horrible jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, they do all the horrible jobs, and that's it.
So sad, man. So sad.
Sometimes they don't even get paid, and they're locked up in altogether, in horrible conditions.
But that's what Islam though.
Okay, I think, it is what it is, man, the Saudis.
It is what it is.
No, I do admit that, I mean, Islam doesn't teach that if you join it, it doesn't teach that you have to discriminate against the race if you join.
It doesn't, but your culture that you grew up in, your Saudi culture, that's what they try and influence you on.
Yeah, but the Arabs consider themselves to be the best of the Muslims because they can speak Arabic. And
I can see the point.
And it was from their people, and the Prophet was an Arab, the Sahaba were Arabs, the book is in Arabic, and, and they pray to us, they come to our...
When they went over to Iran, when they went over, the Arabs went over to Iran, and they conquered Iran. Iran was worshipping Zoroastrians. They were Zoroastrians, you see. And when they took over, so they actually kept. They didn't want to take all of Islam. Like, the Sunni Shias, they still have this problem today about Ali, isn't it? Yeah?
Grandson.
And all the part of they didn't accept all of Islam. And I can't go into it.
It was the Iranians who created Shia Islam.
And that's why the division is, right?
Yeah.
They couldn't accept all of it. They accept a majority, but not all. Yeah. And what I'm saying is they had their own religion themselves, right? And they were strong as well. And there was a fight against the fight, very strong.
And they speak all Persian.
And why did they suddenly give up?
Where are they? They're in the Middle East. Yeah. So they're going to be. So Muslims, so they're going to have to accept.
No, but they had a bigger army than
Not in the end.
No,
not in the end.
No, not in the end. But I'm talking about and then.
Not after a couple of 100 years, because the Muslims are getting men from Egypt, Libya, Morocco, Africa. I mean, they're getting more and more men.
I would also suggest that maybe it's because Islam was a better system than the Zoroastrian one. It had better setup,
It's a very individualistic religion, Zoroastrianism. I mean,
maybe that's what the problem is.
I mean, the Zoroastrians, they don't worship as a community. You know, it's all individual. It's all individual. So there's no sense of community with Zoroastrianism.
But even now, right?
In Islam and Christianity,
there's definitely
you have to meet up on a Friday or a Saturday.
Yes, and that's quite important.
So you get that sense of togetherness.
I think that's why we come here as well, as much as we don't say it. It's because we are kind of like a community. You know,
it's interesting to hear what people believe, and if they can defend their beliefs.
But even going to that, the actual Iranians, right? Even now, they're throwing away Qurans. I've heard. I mean,
and a lot of them,
there's a video
because
they're throwing them away in hundreds and hundreds.
Because of the
and growing as well, Christianity.
Because of the rule of their scholars. And a lot of them are becoming disillusioned, the young people, because the scholars say, oh, you must wear hijab, you can't do this, you can't do that, and they're starting to lose faith.
There is something about the person who teaches you your faith. If you don't see them in a positive way, you are probably going to turn away from it. So there's a disconnect between the preacher and the person who's
so it's important.
So maybe that's what it is. You need to change their talkers.
Plus the influence of the evil West. It's always, I mean, but and if you get satellite TV and internet, you can see what the Westerners are doing.
The West have won basically.
You want the concerts, you want the music, you want the movies.
They actually have all the McDonald's and all that over there in Mecca. They're all outside of Mecca. They're surrounded with McDonald's in Saudi Arabia. They're surrounded with it. And then at the same time,
they're trying to hold it back.
We're against them. You know what I'm saying?
No, but they're trying to hold it back.
They have all the sneakers, they have all the Nikes, they have all that. Oh!
Actually, I'm just going to walk around.
Play the game instead of that.
Where the hell is the trade union? When it comes to care staff being sacked in November for refusing to have the
Come and take his picture. Take his picture. Take his picture.
He's not famous yet. Other guys is famous.
Take his picture. Take his picture.
In order to become
Take
famous.
his picture. Take my picture.
Famous.
No, you take one picture famous.
Take his picture. Take just one. Take.
I think they are a little bit crazy. Believe in the Lord Jesus. The most that's what we're going to talk about it. And this is my covenant again. This is again. You know what I'm saying? And this is my covenant. This is my covenant. All you have to do is come and be clearly. You're lying. You know what I'm saying? And this is my covenant. Are you slow? And this is my covenant. I'm reading. Are you slow? You put it directly. Read it.
We want a witness.
Listen. They're going to make this devil get with you.
Whatever.
I come out with I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Just to be Christ. Rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I said Ishmael is an Abraham covenant. Ishmael is an Abraham covenant. And God said to Sarah.
I didn't like and I thought, hang on. The percentage of people in the population
but the Quran is claiming to be from that same you know what I mean? Saying that people of the book, oh, it confirms our, I don't even, nothing confirms, hold on. So you're contradicting. No. Look, you rather have to believe in Muhammad or not. It can't be both at the same time. No. You rather have to believe in Muhammad Prophet or not. That's why I say it can't be both, right? I agree. But don't come
So what does it do? It helps you not stay sick.
You see what I mean? So therefore, you have to research the gospel. You're right. And how do you understand it?
Okay, so in those days, the black people we saw, they were the Caribbean people. Okay, all these other Nigerians, Somalia, they all came later on. You understand? So anyway, so when we give dawah, the more we study, the more we learn. I mean, this gentleman said he's from Slovakia. So I told him he used to be Czechoslovakia. So he said, I'm not boasting, he said, you are good in geography. Now why? When we come here, this is my thinking, when we come here, we should have good knowledge. We should have good knowledge of history, our history, their history. We should have good knowledge of geography, you know. We can talk about so many different subjects. Because some of them, you know, when I wear clothes like this, they come and they say, oh, maybe I'm Taliban, you know, I don't know nothing. You know, when they start talking, I tell them, I give them the facts and figures. In this country, by the year 2100, never mind what these Islamophobics are telling you. The facts and figures, statistics are telling you. Non-Muslim statistics are telling you. In the United Kingdom, by the year 2100, there will be between 22 million to 24 million Muslims in United Kingdom. By the year 2100 AD, there will be 20 million Muslims in France. By the year 2100 AD, there will be around 12 million Muslims in Germany. By the year, and you remember what happened to the Muslims in Spain? Yes? They told them by the year 1605, either the... Sorry, can you get it for me? May Allah bless you. May Allah bless you. Jazakallah khair. Okay. So, and remember what the Muslims ruled Spain for nearly 800 years. Go to Spain now. Those people who say Islam spread by the sword. Go to Spain now. It's Christian. Why? Though the Muslims ruled Spain from the Pyrenees Mountains downwards, nearly the whole of Spain, or parts of Spain for nearly 800 years. If Islam was spread by the sword, then there should be no more Christians left in Spain. The Muslims ruled Portugal, the next door neighbor to Spain, capital Lisbon, for over 500 years. Go to Portugal now. Majority Christian. Why? The Muslims never forced them to become Muslim. Why? When we read our Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, the cow, It's, you know, La ikraha fid din. There is no compulsion in religion. There is no force in religion. Surah Al-Baqarah dikhao, which is Surah chapter number 2, ayah verse number 256. What does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say? More than 1400 years ago. La ikraha fid din. There is no compulsion in religion. Qad tabayyana rushdu min al-ghayy. What is, okay, Assalamu alaikum. What is truth will stand out clear from what is falsehood. So Muslims never forced them. And then when the Christian Spanish took over, what did they do? The Spanish Inquisition. What did they require? All the Jews. I'm a Muslim, I'm not a Jew. I'm talking on behalf of the Jews as well here. According to the Spanish Inquisition, they said, by the years, the Christians laid down the rules. The so-called good people, the so-called people of God, the so-called righteous people, they laid down the rule that all the Jews, if they want to stay in Spain after the year 1605, they Why? Because they had to come out of Spain. Why? Because they wanted to remain Jews. They did not want to become Christians. That's why they had to migrate from their country from hundreds of years. They were forced out. So they came to this country, they built a synagogue and they wrote down, and I read it, that this synagogue was established by the Jewish people who came out of Spain. Another thing, they said by the year 1605, all the Muslims, they have to leave Spain as well. If the Jews and the Muslims don't leave Spain and don't become Christian, then what will happen? They will be put up and burnt alive. That was Christianity for you. And here they come, they say, oh, you know, you Muslims kill, you are killers, you are killers. Can you understand?
Dirty Vatican, as long as...
Yeah, Vatican, but...
yeah, this is always the conflict between all these teachings, you know, what is more kind of truthful.
Yeah, you see, but when the Muslims...
I think only when you depart the flesh and you see there is something else.
Yeah.
But there is knowledge, there are information, there's news, beautiful, which combines, which glues all together. Before Islam was, you know, militarized, you know, in 1700. Yeah. Wahhabism, no? Now it became like a dictatorship.
You know,
all these fights.
Yeah, you know,
who is better, who is right.
No, you know, according to Islamic teaching.
I know dirty pedophilia in Vatican, yes, from fucking beginning of existence. And it comes from the Rome. If you're familiar with the history, as you mentioned, you know how it started, how they fucking changing the clothes and everything.
Yeah, of course.
And no, but we are spiritual beings. This is the common ground. I mean, but not the. What I mean? I don't know. Did you feel any of
I'm a Muslim. I'm a Muslim. I'm not going in. Go back.
Why? I don't think.
Go back. Okay. Go back.
Brother. What did I say?
Brother.
I didn't close against him.
No. He's joking. He said, are you Taliban? He's joking. They know me. Okay, I'm all over the place. He's just okay. But what does Taliban mean? It means people who study religion. Alright? So, I mean, it's not that I'm supporting the Taliban, but, you know, Ask the Americans, why did they leave the Taliban in charge of Afghanistan? Ask the Soviet Union, why did they stay there? And so much they spent, and eventually they ran away. What happened to the superpowers? You understand? And what happened? These people should thank the Afghan people. Why? Because in Afghanistan, the Afghans fought, Soviet Union collapsed, communism collapsed. So in Eastern Europe, in Poland, in Czech, in Slovakia, in Romania, in Bulgaria, in Macedonia, in Montenegro, in Albania, in Bosnia-Herzegovina, in Croatia, in Moldova. You get the point. Yeah, you're educated. Now they got freedom. They are capitalist countries, or they trying to be. You understand? Why? The war was fought in Afghanistan. What happened with America? They went all the way to Afghanistan. Okay, Soviet Union, second world power. Okay, destroyed. Soviet Union itself destroyed. And this Russia, which is the second superpower now, it came out of Soviet Union.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And now look at the USA, the first superpower in the world. They went to Afghanistan. 20 years in Afghanistan. What happened? They came out. When the Americans went to Afghanistan, the Taliban was government. So the Americans went. So Taliban government finished. After 20 years, fighting, bombing, so many killings, after 20 years, America, the world's superpower, America more powerful than Israel. America, the number one superpower in the world, America, which is thousands of times more powerful than Israel, has come out of Afghanistan. And look who's taken over. Look who's taken over Taliban, because they lost.
Because they lost.
They lost.
Yeah, he lost military, lost a lot of money. It didn't win.
And you know something? When the British were ruling, British Empire, they were ruling so many countries in the world. They were ruling in Asia, in Africa, in North America, in the Caribbean, in so many parts of the world. The British were the rulers. Did you know in 1939, the British sent an army to Afghanistan from India. They sent, and the British at that time were number one superpower. They sent an army of 16,000. How many? 16,000 soldiers. This is 1839. In those days, army of 16,000 is a big army. That army, in the year 1843, in Afghanistan, they only left one soldier alive. Why? Why? To go back to India and tell the British what has happened to the 16,000 strong army. And only one soldier is left. What happened with the other soldiers? Killed. While they were going to conquer Afghanistan or coming out. And when the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan, you know what the British said? You have made a big mistake. The British were right. The Soviet Union, second superpower, so many weapons, they did not listen. They went in. What happened? Soviet Union collapsed. What happened? Communism collapsed. Why? The Taliban fought. Who the Taliban? They said they are Muslim.
All empire is losing Afghanistan.
Because you know why, brother? Because in Afghanistan there are mountains. In Afghanistan, a few people on the mountains, they can hold a whole army underneath.
Control all everything.
And in Afghanistan, even their children know how to use the gun. You understand? My forefathers.
That's why American and NATO, when he was in Afghanistan, is never fighting face to face. Always bomb by the helicopter. Only bomb.
Yeah, brother. If some countries
don't have courage to meet in face to face. because he's scared.
But anyway, in Afghanistan, how are they going to get food in the winter?
How they are going to get food?
Yeah, in the winter.
That is a good question. How they are going to get a food in the winter is a good question. All right? We will wait for the winter and see how they will get.
Yeah, but
because when they were fighting, I'm not a member of Taliban. Okay, I'm just talking about it because my forefathers also came from Afghanistan.
Right.
Okay, so why? Because in India, when the Muslims were rulers, where did those Muslims came from? They mostly came from Afghanistan. Okay, so my forefathers also came from Afghanistan. Now I am Pakistani British. Okay, so in Pakistan, you have many people whose roots go back to Afghanistan. Now in India, you have millions of Muslims whose roots go back to Pakistan. And if you look at the Indian cricket team, former days, they have had Indian cricket players with the surname Pathan. Who are Pathans? People from Afghanistan. Okay? So, in other words, they have left their, the people from Afghanistan, they have left their mark in neighboring countries, and they are very, what you call it, militaristic people. They are not scared people. Alright?
Failures.
Huh?
Failures.
Failures. How do you mean failures?
Failures. They don't fail.
Ah, they don't fail. Okay. Well, you see, when it comes to fighting, then if somebody is very brave and somebody attacks them with a knife, that person will not run away. I know a Muslim, 2 men attacked that Muslim in the night time. Okay? They were swearing at him. Swearing. The Muslim told them, go your way and let the Muslim go his way. They just started swearing, who are you, who are you? You know what they did? Both of them took out flick knives and they came to the Muslim. You know what the Muslim did? He did not run. He stayed, fought with them. You know what happened? They knifed the Muslim. But the Muslim managed to make them run. And when they were running, they went into flats. When they went inside the flats, the Muslim, okay, they're going in these flats. Later on, they were caught. Why?
But our culture is we never follow.
Why?
Our culture is we never follow our enemy. I am Afghan. Our culture is we never follow our. If he run, we stand and look at them. We say, okay, you are running. I'm not gonna come back on you. This is our culture. In our culture, if someone run away from us, this is our culture. I'm Afghan.
Yeah.
If someone run away from us, we say, okay, he's weaker than us. It's not point to go behind someone who is under my feet.
But if that person has injured someone,
even injured,
no, that is wrong.
No, it's not wrong.
It is wrong.
You are thinking it is wrong, but
no,
for
it is
me
wrong.
it is not wrong.
No,
because this is my culture.
That's where Afghans are wrong.
1 second. Culturally and Islam gave you 3 options. If someone killed your son, your father, you have 3 options. It's not God, Allah, give you 3 options. One, you can first. You can forgive. You have option.
Are you recording? Are you recording? No problem. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
No problem. All right.
You have 3 options. You can forgive him. First option.
Okay.
And he gave you forgiveness is better for you.
Okay.
And the second option is you can take some money or anything like that. And the third option is you can kill him back and
Okay. Let me tell you. According to Islamic teachings, and if Afghans think they are Muslim, then they have to live according to the Islamic teachings.
So according to Islamic teaching, we are living. If someone attack us, so we are standing against him.
Okay.
If he run away, did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam kill his enemies? No.
Okay, listen to me carefully.
Okay, I'm listening to you now.
Okay, listen to me carefully. When somebody attacks someone, this example I was giving you, those attackers have knives. They have knifed somebody.
Stab them, injure them.
Yes.
Good.
And he followed them. And he caught them. But they run inside. But because he followed them, then later on the police caught them. They were sent to jail. And next time, maybe they never knifed anyone. Next time, maybe they never carried the knife. Why? Because the Muslims followed them. You understand? So it is safety for other people, teach them a lesson. If somebody attacks, injures someone, you say, okay, let him go. As Muslims, okay, as it is our duty.
If he is that brave enough to attack one time, if you give him a good lesson that time and run on him, if he ran away, if you don't follow him, he will never go attack another person.
How do you know?
How do you know? How do you know if he come out of the jail, he will kill another person?
But it's injured.
In UK, most of the time, they take a person to the prison, came out, triple time more criminal in UK. And this is the record.
Okay.
And this is the record of UK. But yes, it is very rarely happen you take someone to the jail, you will change into good.
Are you criticizing, this country is United Kingdom, the law here is English law. Are you criticizing English law?
What law?
English law.
No, what law? What law are you saying?
Do you live here?
I am living here. I am standing here. Can't you see me?
I can see you.
Yeah.
I can see you. I'm asking you. So you live here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know the name of the law in this country?
No, I don't know the name.
Let me tell you.
Tell me.
It is English law.
Okay.
Do you have a problem with the law in this country?
No, that's why I'm here.
Okay.
If I have a problem, I would have been jailed.
Okay, that's good. Then we should not criticize English law because we are living here. If we are living here, then we start criticizing English law.
I don't criticize anyone. I don't know. What do you mean? Come to the point. What do you mean?
The point is you're talking about Afghanistan. Yeah. I told you a simple thing. At the moment you are not in Afghanistan. You are in this country. You are in this country. And I've told you.
Is there anything wrong if someone attack on me and I am standing here, he come to me and he run away back?
Yeah.
Is that against the law?
No, that's good for him.
So why you are saying I am against the law then?
No, okay, why?
You're claiming I am against the law and you are saying, I just said if someone, this is our culture, if someone attack on us, we don't go, if he run away, we don't follow him. And you came to me this against the law, what does that mean?
Okay, so the Americans have gone away, yes?
Yeah, we didn't run, we didn't follow them.
Okay, why are you fighting in Panjshir Valley then?
Who? I am from Panjshir.
Okay,
you are standing.
Okay, so you are fighting the Taliban?
Yeah, we are fighting with Taliban.
Okay, so the Taliban are Afghanistan people?
No, from Pakistan.
He doesn't believe the evidence. There's evidence. There's evidence. We have grown up. We are talking about very God lied. Without any contradiction. God is watching by his own statement. Do you know who I am? What's the matter? No. Let me explain this one time. No. Let me explain this one time. Let me just explain this one time.
that what the Quran is saying? Is the word of the man. Is that trustworthy for anyone? So why are you taking it? That's because you have to take it.
Yeah. Heaven or hell. You get me? You only get judged by your
Take his picture. Take his picture.
You want to make money from YouTube?
I know even
من اجل الحكومه اللي جايه في ايران الجديده اللي ما مرضين عليها لكن
هي حق
You are terrorists.
People do it. But it isn't all.
So I do all the time when I see women. I imagine, okay, you don't need to know the details, but you imagine doing something which all the world.
Don't say over me. Don't say over me. I don't like it. You know what?
Yeah, that's what we know. That's the situation. Okay, so guys, let's from what he was created. Okay, so talking about man, from where was he created? He was created from the fluid ejected, okay? And then emerged from between the backbone and the ribs. He's talking about the man, where the man emerges from. They were created from blood. Yes, okay? Yeah, fluid ejected, from where? It doesn't say, yeah, but okay, yes, it doesn't say where it's spreading from.
Yes. Where? Okay. You said it was. This is talking about the creation of man in the womb, right? In the woman's womb. Is that what you're saying?
That verse here. Yeah. That verse here. This one's talking about man. That man. What talking about man? Where was he created from? And then he says that man was created whatever things make it wrong. What happened tonight? That. Like if you just put the image from bait, I don't
خلاص هو قاعد يصوروا هم النتيجة أنت ليش الدول العربية سجلت وصدام هذا موضوع الأضعاف منه أضعاف إيران وأضعاف العراق أضعاف الاثنين أضعاف الشعوب ليش هو منو اللي ساعد أمريكا في غزو أفغانستان
I don't know about it. Unless
Hallelujah! 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 Yes. Jesus! That's the demonstration of the Holy Spirit. That's the demonstration of the Holy Spirit.
Read the verse after. Just as yes, and just for the guys saying is where is Jesus coming again? Believe. Bring from believe. Listen believe in the one God. Listen, when we read in English, cannot read this quotation.
So wait, now that's a different. Let's break it down. So man is created.
If you want to read a poem in English, and you are from Egypt or Libya or something, don't you go to somebody who's
quoted word for word? If I'm saying in English, it should be quoted exactly.
I'm telling you, you ask the people. You ask the people. I'm telling you.
In Arabic. I don't speak Arabic. So now we're saying
what's the magic? If you go to the verse after it, you'll understand that the one that's emerging is human. He's talking about the human, not the fluid. If you go to the verse after it, yes. If you go to the verse after it, he's talking about the human, not the ejaculate, not the fluid. He's talking about the human comes from between the backbone and the ribs into this life. No, not the sperm, the human, the baby, the human. Through the liver.
How is it a fluid?
The fluid.
How is it gushing? So how's the fluid? How the human come out as fluid?
No.
Here it's ejected as steaming fluid.
Listen again.
Anyone that's reading this,
listen again.
Let's break down the verse properly.
Yeah, yes, I'll tell you.
So let man observe what he is creating.
So who is
so this is where you're creating.
So who's talking about?
Wait, brother,
he's talking about man.
Let's let the passage. Let's see if he's talking about man. They were created from a splurting fluid. What's a splurting fluid?
The sperm.
Okay, now you said it's sperm. Are we talking about man or the semen now?
No.
So now we're talking about the semen.
No, in this verse.
It's talking about semen.
In this verse.
Perfect.
Next verse about human.
Now now it's going back to human.
Yes. Because even the verse after.
So hold on. He's talking about sperm here, and guess what? Stemming from. Hold on. It says stemming from the backbone and the rib cage.
It says yakhruju and
stemming from the backbone. Hold on, brother, wait. He's talking about the sperm here, ejected, stemming from.
What's the problem? What is the problem?
The problem is he's saying that the sperm is coming from the backbone and the ribs. He's talking about the sperm. Is one passage talking about the sperm where it's coming from. It says it's stemming. Hold on. He said it's stemming.
Not the
fluid. It's talking about it's stemming.
He's talking about the man now.
Between.
You know why he's talking about the man? Because he's talking about the man because if you go to the verse after it, and surely he can bring him back to life again in the afterlife just as he delivered a human being.
Do you understand?
To this life.
Do you understand context? Was you born as a stemming fluid? Was you born as a stemming fluid?
No, oh my God.
No, but that's it. But let's quote it. That's quoted.
No. He's talking. Okay.
I'm not playing about being.
No. Okay. No. That's fine. I'll explain it again. I'll try to understand. He on this verse, okay.
He says he's talking about sperm.
Oh, let man see where he was created from. Okay. He was created from a fluid that's self-emitting.
From where?
It doesn't say.
Let's use science to break this down. Where's it coming from?
Finish. Man, let me just finish. It doesn't say, he's not saying it. What's the problem? He doesn't have to say it. He just said that he's coming from an emitted fluid. He doesn't have to explain where it comes from. No, he doesn't. In the next one, in the next verse, he doesn't.
To be fair, he's confused on this bit, right? If I added in more,
I'm telling you, yes, so I'm telling you, in the next verse, when he says يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب, he's not talking about the fluid anymore. The fluid is done. He explained that man was created from spirit fluid and the because from the next verse he explained it.
Here's what the footnote says. Testes and ovaries are formed in the
I don't care about this footnote because I don't know.
The footnote is saying from
doesn't help him
The footnote is not.
It doesn't help him either.
But let's see what it's saying, innit?
What is this? Which Quran?
No, he's just explaining.
This is an English explanation.
The footnote does not help it.
Testes.
No, he's
So
explaining.
he's talking about the testes here, yeah? And we're going to read the footnotes here as well. Yeah, that's what he's talking about. Just talking about your book anyway, it's not my book. It says testes and ovaries are formed in the abdomen of the fetus during the first weeks of pregnancy.
This is someone
descending to
again,
their permanent place.
This is someone's interpretation.
Hold on, but this interpretation is going against yours as well.
No, it's not.
Because he's talking about it being not returning back into the room, but returning back into the testes. That's what it's saying here.
Look at the next verse.
Let's see how it says.
Read the next verse.
Before descending to their permanent place in the pelvis. Yeah, in the pelvis.
Bro, the footnote is just explaining what testes.
I want to ask.
So it's still talking about.
No, man. This footnote. I'm telling you. This footnote.
This is the most confusing.
I don't know where.
So if it takes 5 Muslims to try and explain this, how can that?
Because it's important to explain this stuff.
Talk about the creation of man.
Man. He's talking about man. So it's not.
So it's talking about the fluid is coming from the fluid that creates man is coming from the rib cage.
No, man. No. Forget about this.
You're adding your own interpretation.
This is your book.
No, this is somebody's. It's not. I'll tell you what. The easiest thing to do.
So this is not straightforward.
The easiest thing. What's
straightforward? What's straightforward?
The easiest
So
thing.
why is he explaining it different? Why am I getting it?
No, it's not different. No, actually.
Why am I getting different? No. You all agree?
No.
You all agree?
He's not telling you. He's telling you what he says.
He's explaining what the rib cage and the
He's not giving an opinion.
It's not helping.
He's not talking about the rib cage. He's talking about the testes and ovaries.
He's explaining what testes.
Okay, this has nothing to do with the Quran.
Where does it say? Okay,
that's what it says.
In the footnote, where does it say that the?
I explained it.
Are there footnotes in the actual Quran?
Listen.
Brother, are there footnotes in the actual Quran?
Listen, I explained it. You don't like the explanation, fine. You don't like the explanation,
I find it very confusing.
That's fine.
What's fine? And all of you don't
that's fine. Moving on.
What is the meaning of as-sulb al-tura'ib? As-sulb is bone, al-tura'ib is the flesh. Say that again? It's between the bone and the flesh. What is between? What is the bone? What is between? Yeah, what is it between? What's it described as between? So it doesn't have the human being formed. It doesn't have to be an exact
the human being in the womb.
So you believe babies are formed from the backbone and the ribs?
Between.
Why have you added words?
So if between the backbone and the ribs. I think
from the backbone.
No, I think form is the main issue. It's the main issue. Between it's still wrong. It's still wrong. It doesn't mean a rib cage. Do you know what rib cage means? The rib cage is a rib cage in Arabic. It means in Arabic sadri. Is understand this country sadri means the rib cage. Al-sulb something hard. Sulb because it's solid. Like bone. And tura'ib something soft like flesh. Okay, moving on. So what is formed? No. What is formed between the rib cage? What's the rib cage is over here. Doesn't say
somebody is saying you can stand there because the one is alive.
Okay, let's move on.
First of all, it's not sperm, it's liquid. The liquid is ejaculated when people have sex,
comes from what gland? What gland does it come from?
So different. So
What gland? What gland? I don't want to be on camera. That's why.
Yes, sir, man.
What gland does it come from?
what gland does what come from? The sperm come from?
Yeah. Seminal fluid. Seminal fluid does not come from the seminal.
Where does it come from?
It comes from the seminal gland.
Seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicle.
Where is that located?
Seminal vesicle. You tell me this is your book.
Okay, the seminal located. It's located. Go on right now.
Sperm is.
No, sperm. Stop using the word sperm.
But I don't tell the leaders, one of the leadest embryologists in the world, is keep one about objective. He's not an embryologist. The leader in the world of embryology never oppose it. He says fine. So we believe in the God of Abraham. When you want to make a picture with consent,
the difference between us and you, the difference between us and you. Yeah. This round and
the sun's going down.
you don't care about
My point is that we No. Somebody. No, this is about the
where does it get this back from?
I didn't say sperm.
Yeah. The last thing I'm going to say.
It's a seminal vesicle.
We believe in what's formed. The same sperm is formed.
Liquid.
Semen. What's that got to do with
Semen. Liquid.
Semen. Yes. Semen and sperm. What's the difference? You guys.
Are you nuts?
Worshipping.
Sperm is the liquid sperm cell. Semen is the liquid.
That's what you believe. Yes, that's my. I want you to know about this. You do not believe in our God. Yeah, I don't believe. No, I just say I believe in the God of Abraham. From your perspective, from my perspective,
I found
if you want to believe in the God before the Quran, you have to believe in my God. Any God besides my God before the Quran, you is an idol.
Can I see your explanation? I do at your explanation.
Let me check here.
So let's say I found it.
But you understand that? I understand your point. What I'm saying is, I'm not doing anything different than what you did with the Jews. That's my point.
Yeah, but the explanation is very muddy. You know what I mean?
But when you say what we do with the Jews, so you say that the Jews are wrong not believing in Jesus? I want to make this point. Christ. Yeah. No. After Christ came, the Jews rejected him.
I see the rainbow.
They were wrong. Many Jews are now believing that Christ is the rainbow. I don't care about that. I'm saying, but those Jesus till this day, you make this fun. Till this day, let me tell you.
I can see you with appear to me. Appear to me.
Let me say one thing.
At the rainbow going down into the aperture.
And say this statement, and they were not going to believe it.
What I'm saying based on the view that I see my human limited eye. And the rainbow going from the distance where I am.
That's what he came for. That's what he came for.
Is it based on it appears to me, the rainbow going into the aperture? What am I talking about?
You're going by what you can see.
Yes, the visibility. Yeah. But I know deep down the rainbow does not go literally down into action. So Dud Kwanin says, and he found Dud Kwanin travels a human being. God is telling the story, he traveled another way. And he Dud Kwanin, him, that's his perception. He found the sun.
Original subject.
As it was set in a puddle of muddy water or what. So he's talking about Dud Kwanin just view the visibility.
Right, but here's the thing.
He found it.
Okay, but here's the thing. From what you just said, it sounds like you can write the Quran better than Allah.
No.
Yeah, because if you change the Arabic to what you said...
I would change it, that's what I read.
No, but if you change the Arabic to what you said...
That's what I understand when I read it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to tell you what I see in the Quran. I tell you what I said it was in the Quran.
No, the Azif isn't there.
And it appears to him.
It doesn't say that. You know what the Arabic says. There's no appears.
Believe me when I say that I mean
So the only reason I brought this up is because you're complaining about what they're saying.
I just explained to you.
Yeah, but
visibility. And even in my life, I see such visibility. I travel over a bridge, sunset. You know, we're talking about the visibility because we know that the sun doesn't set. It's another fact. Prophet mentioned this in the hadith. The sun doesn't set. But we know of the language. So the Quran sent to deal with human being and the level. We use this term. So even time, sunset. We say these things. But the sun doesn't really set.
Right, but
the Prophet said it rises in another place and it goes down in another place.
Yeah, you talking about when it goes under his throne. Yeah.
Yes, it rises up on the horizon, upon the axis, is up on another place. It doesn't set. And this thing is proved by science. But you know the language when we said sunset, we know what we mean. We don't give a hard time. We know what we're talking.
Yeah, so from what I'm hearing is you're doing a better job than Allah.
We're not doing a better job. I'm saying the verse clearly explaining it.
Yeah, so you have to
it's about comprehension with the reader. Does reader have comprehension, they see it straightforward.
Yeah, no, but you're explaining it better than Allah.
He's not explaining. If you read it straightforward.
Alright.
That's what it says.
So this is pictorial.
Surah 18.
Yeah, it does.
So when you go,
why is it pictorial?
Well, because that one has the least amount of brackets.
the Holy Spirit, Muhammad.
See, the only brackets he's got is as if.
And saying that it's Muhammad.
Until he travel another way, I don't know. So he follow our way.
And let the Holy Spirit be the Holy Spirit.
Until when he reached, he is talking about the human being,
yeah.
Until when he reached the setting of the sun. Look one in here. Look one, I can move here and put his name. Look one and found it setting in a spring of dog mud.
Right.
And he found near it.
Yeah, he found near it.
So straightforward, and I read that. I don't read the bucket. You don't need someone to explain to you what that means.
Yeah, but no,
if you're looking for trouble as a culprit, then you will say, oh, son. We know literally. The Arabs, everybody know. You can't go and literally find the sun and the earth literally in our water. Everybody know that. It's the obvious position. Every nation on earth know that.
But here's the thing. You think Muhammad traveled around the whole world?
So if it's another meaning, no. If you want to be, I said, I'm going to be a fair approach. Can this mean another thing? If it's another meaning, then you take the meaning and say, okay, no. The human being, he found it, the way the view to him, the visibility of what he's seen.
Yeah, but
come on, sister, that's what it means. Nobody has to think that's what it means.
Right, so you're saying that. Okay, so what I want to understand is
the visual sight.
So why do you think Allah said it in such an unclear way?
It's not unclear.
Yeah, well
why was it unclear when I'm saying it's obvious? It's obvious known amongst all nations of people, no matter how old they is. They never literally can go and find the sun. The sun cannot be close to you because you will all die anyway. They don't literally go and find the sun in a literal muddy water, they can pick it up. So since that's the obvious position that every human being knows this, then when the Quran says this obvious that the Quran is saying, the human Dul his visibility, his sightseeing, it appears to him, he found it. And I'm saying in my own life, I have such experience where I could use the same exact wording. I'm going over a bridge. I'm going over a bridge at night. I'm going over a bridge like sunset time. When it's red and the sun is going on and you see just right above the peak, I'm out in a bridge, right just like right on the layer of the water, like it's going on. And so I could use the same one that says, it appeared to me like the sun is going on into the water. I could say the sun is going into the water, I could say it. But everybody they would know what I meant.
But here's the thing, when Muhammad saw the sun setting, doesn't it look the same to him? Doesn't it look the same to him as if it's going down over the horizon?
Depends where you are on the earth.
No,
was in Arabia.
No, it always goes over the horizon.
Dukhan was in Arabia. Dukhan travel away somewhere else.
Yeah, but you have to either be in the North or South Pole for it to not go over the
horizon. Beside the point, he's viewing, when he see the sun, he found it. Meaning his eyesight found what he's seeing.
Yeah.
He found it, set it in that muddy water. Obviously, muddy water was where he was close by. But when the sun is going on the viewing, just like I explained to you, like the rainbow, and the tree was there. You understand the argument clearly?
Yeah, I know.
That's what the Quran meant.
Right.
Clearly.
So that means that Allah explained it in an unclear way.
That's not unclear. I read without the bucket. I said it without the bucket.
That's what you're saying.
No, without the bucket. Because if you want to just pick fart and be a troublemaker tomorrow, you want to pick fart, until you reach the setting of the sun. The setting of the sun. Meaning where you reach the setting place on earth at that time where it's view and the viewing where the sun is setting.
That's what I'm saying you about this.
That's why I said the sun.
I mean, you know it doesn't. You can, even if you read the Arabic, I checked the word by word. It just says in.
You understand Arabic?
No, but I checked it on the website. Unless you say the website's lying.
Some say until you reach the setting of the sun, the setting place.
Yeah, but the in is in Arabic. In the Arabic.
So Dukhan, you believe that he was traveling in the sky? You believe that he was traveling in the sky that he would say beneath?
He doesn't explain, does he? He just says he found
He's a traveling on earth.
Yeah.
It's clearly said that he was traveling on the earth.
Yeah.
He was traveling on earth, it's clear. You want me to go back to show that he was traveling on earth? So you're going to take even context. And they asked you, Muhammad, about Dulquani. Dulquani was a man on earth.
Yeah.
He was a king or ruler with the two hands. They said, I will recite to you about him a report. Indeed, we established him upon the earth. So he's on the earth, sir.
Yeah, I know.
Because he said earth. And we gave him to everything away. Mean God bless him in a way or to give him like a solution for problems. So he followed away. He's traveling now on the earth that God says he was on. Yes? He blessed you upon it.
In your heart, I can see that in your heart, you really
Keep in mind what he says about on earth clearly. And you travel away, I'm going to put the connect away on the earth. I'm going to have that to you, so you keep in your back in mind. Until when he reached the setting of the sun. If we know clearly current talk about he's traveling on earth, until when he reaches the setting of the sun. What is he talking about?
Yeah, he's moving along the earth and the sun's going down in front of him.
Yeah, until he reaches the setting of the sun.
Yeah, so he reached a point where the sun was setting.
Yes.
Yeah.
He found it setting in a spring of dark mud.
Right.
What the Quran is saying?
That he went to a certain place.
He's an earth, remember, he's an earth, you know.
Yeah.
So we know, everyone knows the sun is obvious in the sky. I can show you the verse the Quran says. Allah says, and I made the sun as a burning lamp in the sky, in the heavens. Because Allah make it very clear the sun is in the heaven, as a burning lamp. So we're going to put everything in context now. Same Quran says that.
Yeah, but does Allah say how big it is?
Eh?
Does Allah say how big the sun is?
The size is irrelevant. Allah says it is in the heaven, not on earth.
So that means if the
not
sun,
on earth.
I know. So if as the sun, as Dulquani saw the sun in the sky, it comes down the same size and it goes into the muddy stream.
The sun coming on earth.
That's what Allah's describing.
No, it doesn't describe it.
Because he doesn't say the sun's big, does he?
Allah says the sun is in the heaven.
But does he say how big it is?
So I'm saying to you, until when he reached the setting of the sun, he found it. He found it.
Yeah.
But if you think the human being who's walking on earth, which I just show you, go and pick up a sun? What do you mean by he found it then? No, he's a sensible human. What do you mean by he found it? He's talking about the sun here.
Yeah, but you have to continue because...
No, we don't. The Quran talk about the sun, the Quran talk about another verse, the sun as a burning lamp that he put in the heaven. Keep context. Keep everything in your mind, string it together. Keep it in the back of your mind.
I know.
Allah says, the sun and the moon, each rotate in the orbit, up in the close heaven. Allah says it's up there. But the heavens is not the earth, two different places.
Yeah, but how big do you think Muhammad thought the sun and the moon?
So he's talking about Dulquan, you know, a human being walking on earth, verse crazy walking on earth. If a human walking on earth and it says that he found the sun, what does it mean? Without looking for trouble, without trying to pin anything in the Quran, be honest to me. And be sincere.
What it means is he found it setting, because it's a sentence.
So what does it mean by that?
He found it setting in a dark spring of dark mud. So he saw it come out the sky and go down into the dark mud.
Does he explain that? He said he found it. He didn't explain nothing like that. So why are you saying that? Why are you giving that explanation? Couldn't I give another explanation that says he found it? Because the language, I can look at something that says I found it.
But is there a comma there after he found it?
He found it in a spring of dark mud.
Yes, there's no comma, is there?
There's a comma.
No, there's no comma after he found it.
He found it setting.
Yes, you have to say it as one.
He found it setting. If verse does explain he's walking on the earth.
Yeah.
So I'm asking you, the current verse other explain that the sun is in the heavens. So keep those two verses in your mind.
Yeah.
When it says this human walking on earth came to a place where he found the sun setting in a dark muddy water.
Yeah.
What does it mean for you as an intellectual man? What is it saying?
No, as an intellectual man, Allah's wrong because it can't come from wrong. Because we know it can't come.
I just explained to you. If he's talking, because I explained to you the background and tafsir of it. He's talking about the human view, his perception of the visibility of the sun in the sky when it was setting. When it was setting, that's what I'm talking. So if I explain to you that was it is there anything wrong with the language that said that he found it? No, that he's talking about the visibility. His eyesight found it. That's the view that he's found. Is there anything wrong with that statement?
Yes, there is. You want me to explain?
No.
He says
because he found it. He said he found it right here. Yeah. If you want to be honest, then be honest. Okay, you say it's vague. Then why are you saying that he literally found it? Literally in the on earth, the sun on earth in the muddy water. Why are you literally saying that?
Because I can understand why Muhammad would think that when you look at how the size of the sun in the sky.
No. Everybody know. Everybody, I'm telling you, the obvious and
he wouldn't have known how big the sun is.
How many would know?
How do you know how big
you think in the
sun
7th century there wasn't a sun there?
The sun was there, but how do you know the size of it?
It traveled by foot.
Yeah. And so the sun's in the sky.
The current close to the sun rise in the east, set in the west. What Abraham says to Nimrod.
Yeah, but doesn't it look smaller in the sky?
And it's a different portion. Every single human being, a child now, the sun doesn't literally. So it's not talking that. So that if you find another, if you be fear now says, let me see, I'm gonna be a fear and a just guy. Despite it's a Quran, another might not like it and like Muslim, whatever. If he says, okay, no, see, and this verse means something else, and the expression of what it's saying can perfectly fit it. Then if you find an option, why do you give that an option? Why that is not a chance?
Because then I'll be going against what Allah says. So
but what Allah says, he says he found it. He found it. He said he found it.
Believe Allah.
But you don't understand what he means when he says he found it.
No, but the in is the important bit.
I'm saying, can I not see something with my eye and still say I found it?
Yeah, but it's the in part that you have to...
Yo, I see the sun going down in the water with my eye.
Yeah.
It's going down in the water. I was over the bridge and I saw the sun going down in the water.
Right.
So if I said I found the sun setting in that water when I was traveling over the bridge, is it a wrong statement?
No, but here's the thing. It says dark mud. Now, do you know of any like vast ocean which is dark mud?
You didn't say ocean.
No, but I'm saying, do you know of any ocean?
You didn't say ocean.
Yeah, no, but I'm asking you.
You put it right, you didn't say ocean.
Yeah, no, but in order for this to work...
It can be a swamp water, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but the dark mud...
You don't know where it was. Where it was?
Huh?
The earth is vast, where it was?
Somewhere.
So are you saying there's no dark... Are you saying there's...
No, but remember what you need. You need some dark mud which stretches to the horizon, and then the sun has to go down into...
So at the time I do Quran long before 7th century, all you know is he was traveling apart and he didn't saw some dark mud. All you know he didn't saw some dark mud.
Well, because it says he found it setting in.
But he found it, what does that mean? He said that he found it with his hand. What does he found it with? What does it say that he found it with?
No, it just says he didn't say. He said he found it. He didn't say what with.
What does he found it with? How does he found it? Does it explain how does he found it?
Wait, it just says he found it.
Yeah, but this explain how does he found it. So why make you say that? Okay, no, he found it. He found it literally unhurt.
No, because it says in. I'm going by the in part.
Yeah, but how does he found? What does he use to found it? Does it say?
Well, your eyes will see it, wouldn't it?
Yeah?
Yeah, your eyes, if it's the sun, you see the eye, you don't grab the sun with your hand, do you?
Yeah. So why is talking about the sun? The viewing of the sun. If I saw the view, am I seeing the sun same? When I saw the view of the sun and the sun was going down in the water. If I said, I found the sun, I was traveling over the bridge and I found the sun going down into the water. What am I saying to you?
Oh, you're saying that the sun has come out of the sky and gone down into that water.
That's what and you think I mean it literally?
Well, if you're Allah, then
no. If I'm saying it, no, Allah says do Quran and find it. No, so I'm saying it.
Yeah, but I believe.
I'm on earth. I am earth, and I'm traveling over a bridge. I want to see you, really and truly. I am earth. I'm traveling over a bridge. I wish I have experience in my life. I've seen it exactly before.
Yeah.
That's why when people come with their nonsense, I don't entertain it. I am on earth. I'm traveling over a bridge. And I see the sun, the visibility view, and the sun is going on into the waterway, the bridge where the bridge is over.
Yeah.
So I'm saying I found the sun going on into the water. Kingston Bay, for example.
Yeah.
Because I think I was in Kingston traveling with my mum in the bus, if I can remember.
No, actually I was in
yes.
I was in Negril and I saw it go down as well.
So if I said I found the sun to anybody, anytime you can array, anyone in Jamaica time, I pick up the phone and say, it's so beautiful. I saw the sun going on into the Kingston Bay, the Kingston Mall. Kingston Bay, like I think the Kingston Bay, like it was like a water part up there. People go and they buy fish and they buy mussel and they eat and this thing. You know Jamaica as well. But there's a part up there in Kingston where you go. If I said that to anyone, why is it never thinking a millionaire? Would there be a pain in the ass that says, oh, you mean the sun going on in the water? They would understand what I said in a nutshell. In a nutshell, they would understand.
But if you said,
I found it going on into the Kingston Mall water.
Yeah.
It looks so beautiful. I found it going on Kingston Mall water. Why?
Yeah, because you just given a proper description, haven't you?
He found it. He came to a place and he found it.
But here's the thing. What is a description of a spring?
Spring, a dark mud, or whatever.
No, what is a spring?
This is his translation in a way.
Yeah, this is Allah, remember? So I'm asking about what Allah said.
With picture translation, I don't know if he said dark mud.
Because
you don't know the Arabic, you don't know if he said it. Show me where dark mud is here, in the Arabic. Show me the Arabic, dark mud.
Actually, I just want to say.
Yeah, this is the beside the point. It doesn't matter what water is or what it says.
Yeah.
I tell you straight away, when I read it straight away, I didn't just start to explain the tafsir to me, even though they explain the same thing. But when I read straight away, it's just come to straight to me, that's what he's talking. But if I didn't want to be a pain like how you got me, I understand. If you want to be a pain and you want to, you hate and whatever, you want to try to pick up for, you can try. But the moment there's a possibility and that clearly expression, he's talking about the visibility or the view in a peer stream.
Yeah.
Argument's closed, that's what we meant. That's what it meant. Every Muslim knows those things meant. There's no point going to show me something. It doesn't matter whatever the water is. It could be the sea, it could be the river. I had the same experience where I'm traveling over a bridge and it looked like the sun is going on in the water of the bridge. So I could have said I found it going on in the water. It wouldn't be a wrong sentence.
Was it spring though that you saw it going down?
If I say I found the sun going on in the water, I was traveling over a bridge. It doesn't matter what spring or muddy water.
Alright, so Allah should have said water instead of spring.
It doesn't matter what, it could be a mountain.
No, but you have to say the right word so people get the
It doesn't matter what. I find it going on into the tree. It doesn't matter what.
Yeah. Right.
As long as I'm talking about the view, the visibility of what I'm seeing. Common sense, a baby will know, you're not literally talking, you're going to pick the sun up somewhere on earth.
No, there's nothing we're picking up.
So then the default portion is that if you're not going to be a culprit and you're trying to pick a fault, then you should come and say, tell them, okay, we know the sun doesn't literally come on earth into some water.
Yeah, so
he's not talking, he's talking about the visibility, how it appears to the human being, his perception, eyesight.
Yeah, so all I'm saying then...
Is that clear?
No, so if I agree with
every
you...
Muslim understand that.
No, that's fine. So if I agree with you, what I'm essentially...
I don't agree with me, that's what it meant. That's what every Muslim knows.
But if I agree with you, then what I'm essentially saying is Allah needs to like...
no, it's clear.
Allah needs to brush up on his...
Allah is clear.
On his writing skills.
Allah is clear. No, it's clear. I just said to you, I read the Quran straightforward and I pick up immediately. I was not Muslim when I was reading it. But you know why? I didn't have a dirty heart. I wasn't picking for fault. If you want to pick for trouble, I can quote many verses in the Bible, and believe me, I can make the Christian embarrassed of the Bible.
Okay, so give me a verse.
If I want to play a trouble game.
Give me a verse.
The Bible says you fumigate place with blood. Do you clean place with blood?
Where?
There we go again. Don't bother play this game, man.
No, it's because the way you're saying it.
Oh, you're going to give a deep explanation. The Bible says you fumigate place with blood. You purify place with blood.
Oh, you're talking about...
oh, what I mean?
No, you're talking about Numbers 33.
No, it doesn't matter. Can you purify the place with blood? You're talking about a physical place. Can you purify it with blood? Blood is contaminated.
Yeah, but it's got to do saying.
With many diseases in it. Or can you purify the place with blood?
No, that's because you're misreading what the verse
Oh, so when you misread the Quran, it's fine for you to do so. Yeah. Double standard, huh?
Yeah, but he actually explains, if you read that verse you're talking about, it says...
No, it says you purify my house with the blood. It's straightforward. Blood, purify with blood, that's what it says. Don't give it nothing, purify the house with the blood.
Oh, you're talking about the temple?
Can you purify it with blood?
Yeah.
Can you purify blood?
If God says so.
I understand what it means, but if you're looking for trouble, if I was looking for trouble, I could look for trouble. It's easy, it's not hard.
Yeah, but notice what he said. He said purify the place with blood.
Yeah, he's talking purify a physical place.
Yeah.
A physical place, you have to clean it. Yeah. Get water, detergent, and alcohol, clean the place. He's talking...
No, but see, you're not misunderstanding.
What am I misunderstanding?
You're misunderstanding what he's saying.
No, with blood. A physical temple, you're going to purify and clean it. Can you clean it and purify it with blood?
Yeah. So then, why don't you just get the verse?
I know you're talking about Abraham.
Well, I read the...
I'm saving your time.
I read the sunset.
Because I'm not playing this game and trying to be a culprit.
No,
I'm saying to you,
sure you're not running
if I'm fishing for trouble, it's easy.
So then find the verse and don't run there.
The verse is clear.
I found the verse for you.
Okay, you don't know. Tell me what it says. I'm going to take it. I believe you. What does it say? Huh? What does the verse say? Didn't I say purify the place with blood?
No, but it depends which one you mean, because there's a temple and there's a tabernacle.
Each of them is a physical place.
No, there was a temple and tabernacle, so you have to say which one he was talking about.
Any one of them is a physical place.
Yeah, but if you actually read the verse, it explains.
The Bible says you purify the place with blood.
No, but you just make a generic statement.
That's what you did.
Yeah, but there's a temple and there's a tabernacle.
So Luke 1 and found it. Luke 1 and found it. I said he found it. He's talking about he sightseeing of it. That's what found it. That's what I'm saying. That's what it meant.
No, but you're saying something different from Allah. No, so I'm not.
No, but you said something different now. The Bible said purify the place with blood.
Yeah, did I say that statement from God was wrong? Did I say?
But you can't purify a place and clean a place with blood. Blood is contaminated.
That's your opinion.
That's nasty.
No, that's your opinion. You have to read
You
have to read the context.
The Bible talks about children of Israel eating their own feces. They're dead children.
No, but you're dancing around that. But
I'm not dancing around, I'm giving the Bible. If I want to make trouble, I can make trouble.
But if you're saying about blood, then you said the blood is nasty. No, let's keep
Oh,
going.
you purify a place with blood?
Yeah, because you're
a
saying...
physical place, all you do.
No, you're saying the blood is nasty. That's why you can't
blood of a human being?
No, but...
The blood of a human being. I'm going to get a pound of blood. Tell me, how can I purify a place?
No, you're talking about different things. You need to get one verse and talk about it.
I'm saying to you,
don't jump around.
If I get the blood of a human being, how can I use that to clean a place?
Does it say human being?
What blood is talking?
No, you're talking about two different things.
The blood is in angels?
Why don't you just get the verse? I got the verse for you.
You know the verse, come on, get it down.
No, you're talking about... You spoke about two different things. How can I get one
verse? Is that
verse?
two different things?
Yes.
The Bible says purify a place with blood.
Yeah, because you got the blood of animals, but you just...
It doesn't matter animals, you don't want them. You cannot purify a place and clean a place with no blood of animal or people. The blood comes from animal and people, mortal being. We know that.
The total annihilation.
Those who have a vein, have a flesh and bone, a digestive system, blood run through their body. That blood of an animal or any people, you cannot use that blood to purify or clean no physical place. That's nastiness and that's contamination, and that will lead to many diseases. You see why scientists and doctors, when they're operating, they cover themselves and hidden themselves from the blood with gloves and all these things and sanitize stations. But ask the doctor and the scientist, you don't clean place with blood.
Why do you talk so much? Not give me the verse.
You know the verse, why are you playing dumb?
No, you said two different things, so I can't know what verse.
The Bible says you purified his house, his place, not a physical place.
With human blood?
With blood.
Human?
Whether human or animal.
No, see, now you don't give me the verse.
Any one of the blood.
No,
it's nasty, it's contaminated, you can't do that. Any blood.
Okay.
Any blood.
So why do they sacrifice the animals at the Hajj?
You cannot purify and clean no place with blood. You cannot purify and clean no house with blood.
Does blood come out of the animals at the Hajj?
I give you a pound of blood and you go home when you're home. I try to clean it with blood. Get a pound and wipe it on the wall. That's what you do. You be making a mess. You don't clean no place with blood. The Bible says exactly that. Purify.
That you go and clean your place with blood. That's what it says.
Purify and clean my house with blood.
But you still won't give me the verse.
You know the verse.
I don't, because you're not quoting it properly.
I got to explain to you about the Quran. It already is very clear. We have no problem with that.
Look how God. I never want to stay with God. I'm showing you the same value that you're complaining about the Quran. I don't think it's the same, but I'm showing you value that's in the Bible. But God justifying the church in the Quran.
So that's what I'm saying. That's kill everyone. Okay, so let's read the Quran. Let's read the Quran. No. But you're being unfair.
Don't worry, alright. Go on. See, if I told you,
how about that? What I'm saying, you guys are also taking stuff from the Bible from different places.
But the Quran says go and kill everyone.
I'm trying to read it to you. Instead, what does it say?
So the children don't kill human beings then.
It says believers.
Don't make it go with the Quran.
Can I know a question? Does your Quran say believers do not take infidels as friends? Does it say or not? Why? Who are the infidels? It says infidels. It says infidels. It says infidels.
No, I'm asking you to not agree with nothing.
I don't want to show you. That's what you guys do. Show me infidel in Arabic. Am I Arabic?
Bro, listen.
Like, come on,
before we go in there, the point we're trying to make to you, you try to hold us to stand to say, in the Quran, it's got violence in it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Pharaoh was stubborn to the point that he wasn't trying to even follow God's law. He was trying to claim himself as a God. You can be superior than God. So obviously you're going to get killed. But this one, okay, I'm justified. But the thing is, but now, yours is different. The person's not claiming to be
God. He steals, you cut his hand off. You cut his head off.
Babies were still God.
Well, the babies was from the generation of a wicked king. Obviously, if they have the same blood as a wicked king, they're also going to come on the next generation to make the same mistakes. First of all, my question was, who are you to question God for killing that infant?
And I'm going to show you the question. Who are you to question God about whatever is in the Quran?
Well, it says from your Quran that infidels shouldn't be taken as friends and believe. Brother, I want to know who the infidels is. Because whoever these infidels is.
He doesn't use the word infidels.
I don't use the word infidels.
That's a Catholic word. Yeah, you can say kuffar, don't say kuffar, yes.
I don't believe that's the exact Torah of the Bible. But I believe the Torah.
I believe it. Yeah, by the way, yes. If it's in the Quran,
you think you're going to hold that against me? I believe it. You don't want to take it as a close friend.
I'm not holding against you, I'm trying to show you the system. Do you understand? You're holding up you're bringing up any nitpick and saying, how can you justify that?
You haven't got to have a question, but you're not being sincere.
This is what I need to understand.
You're not being sincere.
I am, bro.
So why would your brother here come and say, oh, my Bible's contradicted? And when we say yours has satanic verses and we're showing you proofs, you get pissed off.
I'm not being sincere.
Okay.
Which one is this?
But do you know where you're from? You claim you don't know where you're from. But you don't know where you're from. But you don't know where you're from. What is your claim?
First of all, it's what you're trying to do. But you don't know a friend.
It says it's used.
Yeah, it was in the shock when you find out about that.
When you read it,
yeah, and then the smile, and then the smile's going there.
I proved it to you though. Did I not prove it to you? Brother, did I not prove to you that because
whichever is basically a wicked God for allowing it. How can someone say
Did I say that? Did I say that? Did I say that? Brother, I did not say that. I did not say that. I was talking about Pharaoh. I was talking about Pharaoh. I did not say that, brother. No, I did not. 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 I'm not going to stand here. I'm not going to stand here and accept you guys to say I said that because I didn't. I didn't, brother. I did not. I did not say
our religion.
Yeah, because you know Allah is not our God though. Allah is not the same as our God.
you can say that if you want to just for saying it. All I'm saying is, I said just for saying to me. Can you prove me I'm not?
I'm saying why would your God allow people to get their heads cut off for just stealing? If it's all mess next. Yes. Well,
that's not true. There's no next. Yeah, it doesn't say that. Brother, I'll save you time. It doesn't say that. No, it doesn't say that, bro. It doesn't say that, bro. And it doesn't say that nowhere near the Quran. Nothing close to that in the Quran.
Wait, and the male teeth and the female teeth. This is Quran 5:38. And the male teeth and the female teeth. So cut off their heads as reward of what they end as a punishment from Allah.
I'll get the Quran out. 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 What is it?
Brother, for stealing. That's what I'm asking you. Why would your wife?
Yo, what's the time? 5 what?
That's punishing, and it said punishing teeth. That's your Quran, bro. I'm going from your Quran. Okay, the teeth. The male and the female amputate their hands in recompense for what they committed as a deterrent and Allah is exalted in might and wise.
See how you say the sources now. See how you say the sources now. See how false the sources. If you don't see that, if you don't see that, you're not sincere.
But bro, answer me. That your Quran teaches about violence or not?
Bro, you can see that part, we all put that there is lying.
Okay, he might be lying, but it still says, no, my brother,
he is lying.
Brother, it still says cut. It still says cut. Why would he allow someone to
Procedure, they never put that.
I respect your life. Why Ishmaelites? Why would I admit that? How am I supposed to know that source is real?
You don't finish the Quran. You have no sincerity.
Why Ishmael? You have sincerity. Why Ishmael?
I know you follow.
Why Ishmael? Why Ishmael? That's what you think. What? You never know who's your own people. That's what you think, brother. Never mind, I can't the Bible. You follow people that was eating their own baby's feces. How am I supposed to know that's a fake? That's what you think. You know what I'm saying? Just like he's following the Israelites, how am I supposed to know that's even feces?
This how can a man have black slaves and
wait.
Yeah, man.
Even let him Google the
He has
Quran.
black slaves.
Google the Quran. There was 2 verses, brother.
Google the Quran.
50 Quran.
Oh, you're changing now. You're changing now.
You don't follow the covenant of Isaac and expose the Bible. You don't follow the covenant of You don't follow the covenant of Isaac. You don't follow the covenant of Isaac. You don't follow the covenant. You don't know Bible.
That Prophet Muhammad had black slaves and he was a white man.
Because he doesn't know Bible. He doesn't know the backside.
He says a woman in the hadith.
Oh, bro, you're not sincere.
He says he was white. It's in your hadith.
He's not a white man.
He says he was not white. Your hadith is not white.
No.
It doesn't say that.
Okay, I understand. You're right.
Can you show me where it says
I understand.
that? Can I see?
I understand. I don't waste my time. You're not sincere.
But can I see?
You're not sincere.
No, but you made a claim. Can I see?
You're not sincere. I'm not wasting my time.
But you're not sincere yourself.
Easy.
More Ishmaelites was carrying
You'll go around. But you can tell me.
Why did this man Ishmaelites?
You're not sincere. You're not sincere. You're not sincere.
He adopted a religion and he just argue for it. No knowledge of it, he just argue for it. What Jesus in the Bible? A slave cannot leave his master. What is he talking about? I'm here. The mother of Isaac. Ishmaelite mother was given to her as a slave. So then you were the first one to start having slaves.
Come and take it. Come on.
Inshallah, man. What's the point?
So it sounds like you're a good Arab now.
Eh?
You're a good Arab.
What, you trying to insult me or what? You look like I'm an Arab?
No, you got the brothers here following the Bible. You're following the Arabs.
Only the Arab.
That's where Islam comes from.
Islam
comes from Arabs.
So you follow the English Bible? Arabic are the English. Which one is the older language?
So it's from
English are the Arab. Which one is the Arabic? Which one is the older language?
The Hebrew, which is inside.
I'm asking you a simple question about 2 languages.
Yeah.
Arabic are the English language. Which one is older?
Arabic.
Okay. So you're following 11th century English. White man language.
Is it a translation?
So you became a British white man now. Are you a British white man now because of that?
Is it a translation?
No, based on your logic and your principle, are you a British white man now?
No, because it's a translation.
Just translation?
That's why I'm not.
So you're agreeing that you don't have the real Bible, Aramaic? The New Testament, you're agreeing that you don't have it?
No, we have the text, we have the...
You don't have the original, do you speak Aramaic only? Just speak only Aramaic?
Oh, we don't know what you spoke.
No, the Bible scholars, they speak Aramaic. That was his language.
Right, but do you have the original Arabic from your prophet?
Yeah, we have our original.
Yeah.
We've been here last before, man.
Yeah, but you brought it up, so now you're running.
On my running, I spent time there to you, like I'm like a child breaking onto why the Quran has been preserved. Simple fact, but anybody can agree with.
Yeah, but remember, there was a question you
and I'm going to go back over it with you again now?
No, but there's something you didn't answer that whole time we were there. And you kept avoiding
I was charitable to you.
Yeah, but
I give you all the kitab that written. I said, okay, take all the kitab that written. Quran has been preserved before it's written on paper. You didn't understand how deep that argument was.
Yeah, no, but do you want to answer the question?
You don't understand how deep the argument was. We didn't need a paper to preserve the Quran.
Yeah, but...
Do you understand the argument?
Yeah, but let's...
So that preservation without paper and pen has been preserved and never been tampered with and never been messed with.
Right. So have you heard of the Sanna manuscripts?
You go again. You're going back to paper and pen.
You didn't answer the question.
You're going to ink and to paper now. I was charitable to you.
But have you heard of it?
That's the secondary preservation.
Yeah.
Secondary preservation of the Quran put right onto paper. Right onto paper.
I said I'm so charitable to you because your argument have no leg to stand on and the Quran is not preserved. So I said I'm going to show you how charitable we can be. I said take all of that, forget about that. I said no, he's not running, he's not running. He's not running, I'm trying to show you.
No, you're
I'm trying to show you. You're missing the point.
No, you're running because
if I said to you,
you won't answer my question, that's why you're running.
If I said to you audio-wise, without paper to pen, our Quran is preserved that way and still ongoingly utilized and used that way and still teach it to memorize that way from the time of Prophet Muhammad till now with unbreakable chains of narration of teacher and student, teach it to memorize the Quran. It's never time in the time when from the Quran revealed you don't have someone teaching audio to memorize it. There's never a time.
Right, so the Sanna manuscript.
So if I said that to you, if I said that to you, that the Quran is and prove the Quran is preserved that way, then the argument to say otherwise is baseless.
Right. So the Sanna manuscript.
Are you raising Sanna manuscript to challenge preservation of the Quran?
Yes.
Or can you challenge?
Do you want me to explain?
Or can you use a manuscript to challenge preservation of the Quran?
I have to explain it, don't I?
Because the audio Quran.
But I have to explain, don't I?
The audio Quran never need a paper to pen, never need a manuscript and a paper to preserve. It was preserving the art of human being who memorize it, who love it, recite it every day. You can call them crazy if you like. 5 times a day recite the Quran. And you really every year in Mosque, the Imam is finishing the whole Quran, audio. The Imam is reciting with no books in front of him.
Okay, what proportion?
You understand these are people who call officers of Quran.
Right, what proportion?
Do you remember, you understand what I'm saying?
What proportion of people?
If you repeating something like that, I'm trying to understand. I explain to you and you come up with your nonsense again. If you keep repeating something like, you're not sincere, listen.
You don't answer my question.
Listen, but you're not listening. But you don't listen.
No, but answer your
But you're not
question.
listening. Listen first before you want to answer. Keep your hand on first and listen first. If you keep repeating something like that, unbreakable like that, it's impossible for you to forget it.
You're missing something.
That means it's preserved.
No, I'll explain. Do you want to explain?
Tell me how come. Tell me how come. 1 second. You're not answering my question.
Because I can explain why.
Tell me how come audio-wise people keep on repeating the recitation of the Quran every single day. Right now, there's a different time zone. Someone in another part of the world, children in a madrasa is learning the Quran, memorizing by heart.
Yeah.
Tell me how come this practice never stop practiced by companions and followers? Tell me how can they forget it then?
Because the Sanna manuscript. The Sanna manuscript.
Forget about the Sanna manuscript. Take that. We don't care about that.
No, that's my evidence to show you're wrong. So
no, it doesn't prove.
No, you're running from my evidence.
You slow, brother. The Quran has preserved without before.
You're running from my evidence.
The Prophet Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Peace be upon him. Quran was memorized by his heart.
Yeah.
Allah says I compiled unto your heart. He memorized it. Zain bin Thabit memorized Quran. Companion memorized Quran. Teach your children, keep memorized Quran. Now all they memorize something that you don't utter one time, they memorize something that they have to, that was a part of their life.
Yeah.
The Quran deal with ruling, or you left how much money you left for your children. You understand?
Yeah. That's not trouble when the police are around. That's really
Come. You can't do nothing.
What's the problem, man? What's the problem?
Looking at me and I'm asking him, why are you looking at me like that?
So why the brother can't look at you? You can look at you if you want.
This is Speaker's Corner.
No one called the police.
You can look at you if you want, brother. Look at anybody. I mean, you can't look at you. Look at who you want, brother.
You working a man like gay, bro. Only if they're gay, then fair enough.
I mean, you can't look at you. I mean, you can't look at you.
If you got something to tell me, tell me.
Brother,
don't look at me
don't
like
bring no
up and
violence
down
here,
like-
man. It's not
I'm not
violence.
bringing violence.
And
I
nobody's
just asked
scared
him
of
a
it.
simple question.
We all used to
I
it.
just asked him a simple
We all
question,
used to
and
it.
he chose to fight. Do you get
We
what I'm
all
saying?
used to it.
I'm asking a simple question. Answer me. It's not
We
fair
all
about
used
fighting.
to it. You guys don't answer question either. You dance like a go-go dancer. You don't answer question.
That's question has to turn
You
into
guys don't
violence.
answer no question. You dance like a go-go dancer. You dance like you dancing on a pole like a damn woman. You don't answer no question. You guys, you're the one who dances.
Why are you making it?
I'm making what?
He's already annoying. You're making it.
I'm not if you want. I'm scared of him. You're not if
It's
you
not about
want.
being scared. It's
Let
about
me hear if
starting
you want.
something. It's about
Starting about what? So we ain't scared of him.
It's not about. Oh
He's just talking the truth.
We're not
It's
scared
not
of
about
him.
truth. It's like
We're not scared of him. We don't care, brother.
It's not about
He's
caring.
not
It's
threatening
about
nobody.
yeah, exactly.
Talk to your boy.
Exactly.
Don't bring no
But-
violence.
but- but I know. That's
We're
what
not
I'm trying
stranger to violence.
I know, but it's the point.
Wallahi, we're not stranger to
I
violence.
know that.
We all used to
I
it.
know that.
So it's pointless.
I know.
I don't want anyone to fear me, but we ain't.
But when you do that,
What?
you provoke stuff.
Provoke
and
what?
You provoke and you make
So why
people
the
annoying.
attitude like he's a bad
That's
boy?
what I'm speaking
He
to
no
him
damn
about.
bad boy. Why
That's
is
what I'm trying to speak
attitude?
to him. But when you speak to him, you
He
don't
help.
help. You
He
make
don't
it
know
worse.
nothing about violence and
You
badness.
make the thing worse.
You don't know nothing. Wallahi, we don't want to leave that life alone.
Speak more
Leave that
calmly,
life,
sir.
man. You talk to your boy.
Yes, I will
his
speak
thing?
to him if I have
Yeah.
to. But
You
then
can look at
don't-
him.
but-
No,
but
you
don't
can't.
you
You
speak
can't
to
tell
him.
him.
You're gonna make him more annoying.
No, we can look at him all day long if we want.
And then that's how arguments start, and people start fighting.
So what are you gonna do?
So what?
So what if I look at you?
I'm not saying that.
What are you gonna do?
Brother, he's just saying.
Just agree with him. Just agree with him, man. Just
Are they
don't worry.
stupid?
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Can look at you all day long. What are you gonna do?
Anyway, don't worry.
It's not about argument. Tell your boy that. Tell your friend. Tell your friend that we can look at him. We want to look at him. If he's behaving silly, we're gonna look at him. Look at that clown. That's what we're gonna look at him.
And he got angry and he wanted to start. That's what it is. He didn't have a proper argument. He's listening to him.
Brother, there's no count here. Everyone's speaking the man.
But we can look at them if we want. If they behave like clowns, we can look at them.
That's fine. You can look at everyone. Everyone comes here to be looked at, to be spoken.
We look at them. I look at them good. I look at them good because some of the Christians, it's like they have no sense.
Yeah.
One of them who was chimble like this. He was speaking.
Don't get angry, man.
I look at them.
Don't get angry. Don't get angry, man.
I mean, get angry. I'm not getting angry. I'm saying.
Who am I looking at?
I said it's like that.
Look at them.
They don't win their arguments, start kicking off. That's what they like.
People come and look at you all the time. Speakers corner. Camera is here. Thousands of people gonna.
If you don't want to be looked at, stay at home. You get me?
They come out in public.
If you want to be looked at, stay at home.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the only place you can't be looked at. Stay in the corner of the room.
Then he got
close the blinds.
Then he got use the argument of gay and his argument. And these are the guys who married in 2 man in church. Never happened in our mosque.
That's not true, though.
We don't do that in our mosque. Never. Will never happen.
Never.
Wallahi, and this government cannot force we to do that in our mosque. We're not going to do that crap in our mosque. Tell you straight like it is.
100%.
We're going to die before we do it in our mosque. But they married 2 man in the church now. And he's going to talk to us and he's a Christian.
You know, if you come here, yeah, and you come and argue and fight, yeah, you're an idiot.
I know.
If you come here, obviously to debate, yeah, and then you're gonna get angry.
Brother, do you know what it is? Certain man, when they get proved wrong, they wanna pretend it's a beef thing, but it's not. You know when you spit facts and then they wanna get angry.
Sorry.
And then they ride away with the bikes.
But you see that woman?
Jerry
No, wait.
Abi ben hayatımda hiçbir eşya kıyafet için ağlamadım. Ne gözlüklerim gitti 1500 liralık. Ray-Ban'im gitti limited edition çaldılar. Ona ağlamadım. Benim gözümden nasıl yaşatıyor? Evet. Çünkü onun yere kadar inen halini görsen.
If you want to be notified when I release any videos, then just click on subscribe, and then click on the bell, and select all. And so then you'll receive all of the notifications for when I release any videos.
Israelites will return to take down Islam.
If you want to be notified when I release any videos, then just click on subscribe, and then click on the bell, and select all. And so then you'll receive all of the notifications for when I release any videos.